Guys, super pumped. I just got confirmation from Toyota and our partner Mobil 1. They're going to be giving me a brand new 2020 GR Supra. We have some big plans for the thing in the future, but as soon as the thing lands, I've already got this thing all planned out. I want to do wheels, tires, suspension, get some tuning done, boost the power. But before all that, the second it gets here to race service, I just want to hop in the thing, hit up some homies, and then go drive some of these wild canyons here in California. Yo, all right, here we go. My big gift, my big present just showed up. Toyota has been nothing but a phenomenal partner and awesome company to work with. And today, I got eyes on it. All right, this is it, boys. You! She made it! What is it? Is that a Mark V? That is a Mark V. I know it's dark out. We'll get some light in a little bit. Still can't believe I'm getting a Supra. This is crazy. I can't freaking wait. All right, guys, this is her in the daylight. She definitely got some bug marks because she came from Texas on an open transport. So we're gonna take it over to the car wash and give her a nice clean up.
I got 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Bad news.
What?
You missed the swag.
Already? Are you kidding me? We literally just cleaned this thing. Come on. All right, today we are taking the Supra, the GR Supra, 2020 Toyota GR Supra, on its first canyon cruise. We're gonna head up to the ACH, which is Angeles Crest Highway. For those of you that don't know, it's one of the more popular canyon roads in California. There are a ton of them, but Angeles Crest is very popular to drive. It has pretty much everything you can imagine as far as like twisties for like a sick drift road setup to some nice longer turns and faster areas. So it has a little bit of everything, and it's a really sick spot to kind of go through the paces on a new car like we're gonna do today. So we have my homie Alex Bernstein in the BMW 1M, which is modified, making about 550 horsepower. We got James Kirkham from Race Service, who's driving the AMG GTR Mercedes, which the thing is ridiculous. We also have Max, who's driving the, shoot, I don't even know what to call that thing right now. I forget what it is, but it's a tiny little car, like 205s on the rear, but it's carbon fiber. It weighs almost nothing, and it's gonna be a shredder for sure. I'm basically gonna give you guys first impressions. Now, I'm obviously not a car review guy, and I haven't really owned too many brand new sports cars, but I gotta say, I may be biased, but the Supra is absolutely phenomenal, and I've been having a freaking blast driving this thing on the street as a daily. So it has a couple different options. You can run sport mode, which opens up the exhaust, runs a little louder. I think it changes the tune. You know, it doesn't conserve as much gas. And you can run non-sport mode, which is super quiet. It shifts very smoothly, very nicely. It's like very nice to drive on the street, especially if you're in traffic and all that. But as soon as you put it in sport mode, the thing kind of lights up, opens up. The shifting's a lot more aggressive. The steering feels a little different. Everything just kind of turns more into race car mode, which is super sick. You can also put it in full manual mode and use the paddle shifters for upshift and downshift, and the thing rev matches pretty well. So it should be a good day. We're gonna have some fun, cruise around, drive maybe a little fast. I don't know, we'll see. base of the canyon road. I'm going to put it in sport mode now. That instantly wakes it up. I'm also going to go down to manual. And another cool thing is you can actually go into vehicle settings on the dash and individually select the different things that you want for sport mode. So say you can go to configure sport mode individual. So you can set the damping to sport. You can set steering to sport. Or if you like a normal feeling steering wheel, you can go back to that. So you can set it up individually, which is pretty cool as well. So it gives you a little bit more functionality with the car set up. We're just going to go full sport mode because I like a little bit of a heavier feel on the wheel. I think it makes you, you can feel the old butt dyno, gives you a little bit more like ground to the road feedback on the steering wheel. So we're going to keep it there. Always on these canyon roads too, you got to be careful. There's always cyclists biking, so you want to be safe. Make sure you give them enough room, and you're always going to come up on somebody slower in front of you. So kind of is what it is. Just play it safe, have some fun, enjoy the road, enjoy the car, and don't get too wild, you know? This thing just has so much torque right off the bottom. It is absolutely incredible. That was my shock factor in this car, was just the amount of actual torque it has from a turbo engine. The backfire is pretty sick too. It's definitely a lot louder than you expect, especially being outside of the car, but the thing gurgles and pops pretty good. I think it sounds rad. Just keep grabbing gears! Man, holy, it handles so well, and just those few turns, holy crap, there's so much speed that you can grab out of the corners because of the torque, and you can just keep grabbing the gears, and the thing feels super planted to the ground and very controllable. Like, it feels very predictable. Can definitely push it a lot harder. I don't know how much harder I want to go, but it definitely can handle a lot more, especially at this power level. You're not really at the limit of what the handling and suspension can do, which is really cool. So I think I honestly think the package is so well balanced for the performance that it has. Like, it's not overly powered, so you're not pushing the suspension beyond its limit for the power that it has. So everything is very well evenly matched, where, you know, when we do boost this thing up and add more power, we're gonna want to put suspension on it. We want to put bigger Nitto tires on it, bigger rotiform wheels, or wider rotiform wheels and wider Nitto tires, just so that it can handle the additional power that it has and additional speed that it's going to carry in and out of turns, which makes sense. And then the brakes are really good. I think the brakes can handle a lot more speed, and I haven't felt any fading. And when I drove this thing and spun some laps at Circuit of Americas in Texas when I was doing a demo there in a bone stock GR Supra like this currently, the brakes worked really good, and I was really, really, really surprised and pumped because they didn't fade. I definitely heated the crap out of them, and not, you know, they were solid all the way through, which is sick. So I know I'm being a little biased here, but I'm just giving it to you guys straight. Like, this car is absolutely sick and such a good deal for the price. It is absolutely phenomenal. But I already can't wait to boost this thing up and get some more power out of it, that's for sure. It's keeping up with Alex and his 1M just fine, which is on, you know, like legit tuned suspension, wide wheels, wide tires. I think it weighs a little less than this car, and also has over 500 horsepower to the wheels. I mean, he could probably pull us, but still, I'm just saying, like, this thing can keep up on a canyon drive, no problem. Hey, pop the hood there, guy?
Oh, I don't know if you want me to.
I've been saying that your car is an M1, but it's not. It's a copy. I mean, it is at this point.
But you don't even call the real one an M1. It's a 1M.
Whatever. 1M, M1. It's the same freaking thing.
So this car.
There's a 4. There's an M4, an M3, a 3M, a 4M.
But
like...
the 1 gets the different one before the M. It was a 135i, which is basically.
It's just the same thing without the M package.
Yeah, like similar, same motor, same chassis, just like different subframes, different suspension, different knuckles, a diff, whatever. And
oh, so there's a lot different.
So it's like, it's all the parts you can get from BMW. So basically all those parts are on the car.
On this one?
Or upgraded versions, yeah.
So it's basically...
So I chopped the rear quarters off, I cut the roof off.
Oh, it's got the wide body, the factory wide body?
Yeah, so it's everything I just bought from BMW except carbon hood, carbon trunk, and then it had a sunroof. So
oh, that feels real.
So I cut the roof off.
It's gonna pass the knock test.
Yeah, let's just it up. Let's just throw a brick on it.
It's got a cage in it. It's got a nice steering wheel. That steering wheel looks neat.
Right?
All right, show us the goods. Show me the goods.
I'm telling you, the goods don't look good.
I know, it's a BMW engine bay, so it's gonna look all weird and tilted and disgusting to work on.
All the plastics. So yeah, here's the crown jewel.
Here's the crown jewel. Yep. What? Wait, was this an N or an M? Or
N. Yeah.
N. 54.
N54. 3 liter, comes twin turbo from the factory.
Damn, look how
I pulled the
big that
turbos
valve
off.
cover is.
Yeah, so this is actually from a company called Vargas Turbo. The stock valve cover, like on your car, is plastic, but on these they warp.
Oh, this is metal.
This is like CNC billet.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to worry about it warping and like replacing it all the time. It's just a nice piece of metal.
BMW things.
And then I slammed a GR Turbo
Got a nice,
down next to the frame rail.
You got a nice Garrett. Yeah, what size did you go? 3071?
GTX
76.
3076.
Yeah, 3076.
But it's a T4, so T4 twin scroll.
Nice.
It's fun.
And it's making
540 wheel and 480 torque.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fun. That's why
pretty
you
nice.
couldn't keep up with me.
Yeah, that's why he was walking away from me on the straightaways. I love this thing. I think it looks great.
Thanks, man. It's fun.
It's a good combination. All right, then we got James and the AMG. It's got some fender mods.
Custom cut.
It's got a windshield mod. It's got a real racing wing. Who makes this wing, James?
That's a factory GT4 AMG motorsport wing, straight from Germany.
Dang.
You had to have a VIN number to get that thing. It's not easy. The European factory option bolt-in roll cage.
Okay.
The European factory option harnesses that are really hard to get. You have to have a VIN number for them. You can't get them in America.
But
you had a race team get them for them. So we did all that stuff, and then Rentec gave us these. They get us these canards. They did a tune. It's got like 700.
I was gonna say what stock? These things are already friggin' crazy stock.
They're
So like,
like
what is the sit?
6 something, and then this is 7 something now. It's just wild.
And you did what? Downpipe exhaust.
Downpipe
that obviously opens it up a ton on any turbo car. So it's a twin turbo V8.
And
right?
and it's loud as hell. It pops like crazy, and then it's got a pretty aggressive tune. Like Rentec doesn't really know the numbers. They won't tell me. And it's not a one they sell, so sorry Mercedes.
This thing needs to hit the dyno. I want to see what kind of numbers
I know
it's putting down.
I know, but it's really one of the best street cars ever made. I mean, it's
well, yeah, dude. What's it cost?
Dude,
fucking 200 grand,
but it's a Porsche,
more.
It's a Porsche killer, and it's
200 grand or more. I should hope so.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
So sick.
And then we got Max. Max driving the.
I took the Motoring Club's 4C. I wanted to change it up from the normal Italian stuff, but keeping it Italian.
So,
go with a direct Supra competitor. So
freaking Max has a 458 Italia, and he took the C4 out instead.
yeah, well, I have the Speciale. Okay, not a
Sorry, Speciale.
Okay?
Speciale.
But I decided.
yeah.
Listen,
Sorry, I know my Ferrari engines. I don't know my Ferrari chassis.
it's a beautiful day in California, and I wanted to take out a convertible, so took
yeah,
the
it's
Motoring
got-
Club's rental here and had a little thrash around. It's a blast though in these twisty roads.
I saw you back there when we hit a straightaway. That was
yeah.
about a mile long.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it didn't go well at that point, but in the I mean, you have the full carbon fiber chassis. The thing's rigid as hell, and
wow.
it moves. You know, the car's super light,
Damn.
agile, makes adorable noise, except when you have that thing in front of you. And then
Yeah, I know. Well, it's definitely like that grandpa track day car.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Yeah.
Like this thing is super light. It's probably not. It's not super expensive. This thing is running 205s on the front end.
Yeah.
205s. Look at the size of this thing. It's like a little freaking donut that you'd pull out of your daily driver car to put on.
I
Like
mean, it does move though. It moves well for what it is. And so
Yeah.
I had a blast. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been able to push a car on the street because they're usually too fast. This thing, you actually feel fast the whole time. It's fun as hell.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And with the top down.
And the top, that's a beautiful day in California.
Woo!
I'm gonna get a tan, man.
I'm kind of jealous. Not really, but a little bit. All right, boys. Thanks for watching. Let's do some burnouts.